Hi everybody, welcome back to my 8th grade Math SOL review videos. This question is from the 2014 SOL test, and it's asking us which number is considered an irrational number. Well, I guess in order to be able to solve this problem, we need to know what an irrational number looks like. So irrational numbers are numbers that are decimal values, or they can be turned into a decimal value that goes on and 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 on forever without any repetition to it. A very common example of an irrational number is pi, because pi is equivalent to 3.14159 blah 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 blah, and it goes on and on and on and on and on and on forever, infinitely, without any repetition. What I mean by without any repetition, like for example 2/3, if we convert that to a decimal, that's equivalent to 0.666666666 forever. Since we have repetition here, 2/3 or 0.6666666 is not considered irrational because there's repetition to its value. A decimal value without any repetition, like 3.14159, I think, and then 6 maybe, and then it goes on and on and on forever without any repetition, without any pattern to it, that's what's considered an irrational value. All right, so as I look at these values here, 5.499 is a finite value that doesn't continue on and on and on and on forever, so we can eliminate that as one of the possible answers. And -10 is a finite value as well, so we can eliminate that. Now, these two are written as square roots. So before we can actually determine whether one of these or the other one is irrational, we need to first write them as a decimal. Now, I know the square root of 9 is equivalent to 3. And with this negative out in front, this is equivalent to -3. Well, -3 is a finite value too. It doesn't go on and on and on and on and on forever. So guess what? I can eliminate C, which only leaves me with the possible answer of B. Now I can double check by breaking out my calculator and finding out what the square root of 17 is. And when I plug 17 in my calculator and find the square root, notice, and it only stops here because my calculator doesn't have any more room, this has no pattern to it whatsoever as a decimal. And if we were to plug this into a huge supercomputer and try to find out how many decimal places this value were to go to, we would discover that it goes on and on and on and on and on forever and ever and ever, making it an irrational number because it goes on forever without any pattern or repetition to its numbers. So, the correct answer, which number is irrational? The square root of 17, or answer B, is irrational. Thanks for watching, everybody.